Hey mathematicians, welcome. So today we are still working on turning turning a mixed number into an improper fraction. So if you have 2 and 3/8, what is that in an improper fraction? So you can think of it like this. Remember how we're talking about how 1 or a whole could be like 2 halves or 3/3 or 8/8. It just means that you have all of it. Like your whole has been cut into 8 pieces, so you have all 8 of them. You have all 8/8. So when we see this, for each whole, we have 8/8, right? So we don't just have one whole, we have 2 wholes. So you write 8/8 for each whole, 8/8 plus 8/8, because we have 2 of them, so there's 1 and then 2. And then there's also 3/8. And what do we have? Now we can just turn it into an improper fraction. Well, what's 8 plus 8 plus 3? 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 3 is 19. So 19/8 is 2 and 3/8. Because we have 2 wholes, so 8/8 plus 8/8, 8 plus 8, 16. And then plus 3 more 8, so 19/8. And I want to show you that there's another way to do that. This is a good way to do it because it just makes a lot of sense. But another way to do it that's even faster that you can try to do too is this kind of cool thing where you go, like this little pathway where you say, okay, well, 8/8 plus 8/8 is the same thing as saying 2 times 8/8, right? And then you add the 3/8 because it's 8/8 plus 8/8, so it's 8/8 times 2, 2 of them, they're 2. So you can also just go like this. Watch this is kind of cool, and it's really fast. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 2, so that counts for these two guys here too. 8 times 2 is 16. And then plus 3 is 19. So the 8 times 2 means, oh yeah, I'm multiplying, I've got 2 of them. So this one plus this one. So 8 times 2, 8 plus 8. 8 times 2 is the same thing as 8 plus 8. So 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. So I could even just look at it and just say 8 times 2 is 16. And then plus 3 is 19. And we're talking about 8s. So that's a really fast way of doing it without even writing it out. You just say 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. That's like a little 3-stop thing. I'll do another one like that so you can see how I did that. That problem, by the way, was D. So I just helped you out with one. I'll do one from the next page. That's where I'm looking at page 40. But let's look at page 41 where we have some more like that. Let's do a big one like this one. 9 and 4/9. So 9 and 4/9, it would kind of take a while to say 9/9 plus 9/9 plus 9/9 plus 9/9 plus 9 and do 9/9 9 times. I could do it, but it would take a while. So I might try that new technique that I just showed you. And instead of doing that, I would just say, well, what's 9 times 9? Hopefully you're still doing your multiplication quick facts. You know 9 times 9 is 81. And then plus 4. 81 plus 4 is 85. And we're talking about what? Oh, we're talking about ninths. So 9 times 9 is 81. And that works because, remember, if I do 9/9 plus 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 9/9. Is that 9 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 9/9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times 9 is 81. That's the same thing as saying 9/9 plus itself 9 times. 9 times 9 is 81. And now you add the 4. Because if I was to And then you get 85, because if I was to write it all out, at the very end, I'd say, okay, once I have a 9/9 for each one of those holes, then I'd add the 4/9. Yeah, I could barely fit it. And then I would add them up and I'd get 85, because 9 times 9 is 81. And now add the 4, and you get 85. And what are we talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about ninths. They're all ninths. 85 ninths. So they're both good ways to do it, but this way is really fast. 9 times 9 is 81, plus 4 is 85. I'm gonna do one last one. I'll do one last one on that side over here. Let's just do, let's try let's try this one here, 3 1/6. So 3 1/6 equals what in an improper fraction? Well, this one I could, if I wanted to, I could say, okay, well, I'm going to write a 6 6 for each hole. I've got one hole, I've got two holes, and now I've got three holes, which is 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and now I add the 1/6. And I can just add them up. We're talking about 6. And how many? Well, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 19. Which is the same as saying 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So you can write them all out like we've been doing, which is a totally good way to do it. You can also just do the fast way of saying 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. And we're talking about what? We're talking about sixths. So they're both good ways to do it. That second way is faster, but you kind of need to understand also what you're talking about. If you just learn this way only, you're like, it's just this magic trick that works. But once you start thinking about it, oh yeah, that makes sense, because 6 times 3 is 18. And I know that that works because I have 6 6 for each one of those holes. 6 plus 6 plus 6. And then I add that 1/6 at the very end and I get 19/6. So today, please do page 40. You can do either way, page 40.